Hi everyone, welcome back historians. I'm so excited to take this journey with you to learn all about the Titanic. You have learned all about how the Titanic was built and some of the amazing features of the ship. In your KWL charts, I noticed that some of you wanted to know about the people aboard the ship. So what is there to know about the ship's passengers and crew? What role did they play in this great piece of history? Let's dive into learning about life aboard the ship. Today, as you read, feel free to record any questions that you might have or anything that you found interesting. When I looked back in time to better understand what it felt like to be a passenger aboard this ship, I noticed something very interesting, something different, yet slightly similar to how passengers are treated when traveling on ships today. There were two classes of people traveling aboard the Titanic, those who were considered first class and those who were considered to be part of the third class. So, those passengers who were part of the first class were those who were considered to be very wealthy and enjoyed many luxuries as they traveled. People paid what is equivalent to about $436 today per ticket to ride as first class. It's no wonder they enjoyed so many luxuries during their journey. They had different amenities such as pools, spas, restaurants, and they stayed in rooms much nicer than those traveling in third class. The rooms often had balconies that overlooked the water, just like some expensive rooms today. When they arrived to board the Titanic, the passengers were greeted by one of the crew members and they were escorted to their rooms. They also entered the ship on a different deck than those riding in the third class. So, how were the people in third class treated? The third class passengers didn't have as pleasant of a journey. They had to share their rooms with several other people. Imagine sharing a hotel room with so many other strangers who you didn't even know. That just doesn't sound fun to me. Even a thing as simple as bathing was difficult because there were only two baths for 710 people. These passengers were not escorted to their rooms as those in the first class were. Instead, they were greeted by a doctor who checked to make sure they were healthy enough to board the ship. So, today, your task will be to read a bit about the passengers and crew of the Titanic. You have been provided with three different sections from the reading Titanic's passenger and crew. After you read each of the three sections, I want you to pick one section that was your favorite or something or one section that you found the most interesting or informative. You will be completing what is called an SOS graphic organizer. I have completed a sample of this graphic organizer based on a different section of the reading and have made this available to you. So feel free to read that section of the reading as well to better understand my sample. So just to run through the graphic organizer so you better understand, you will first choose one adjective to describe the section that you chose. You can just write one word for this section. Next, you will use complete sentences to write about how the section made you feel, the emotions of the section. Were you sad, scared, maybe even happy? Then, you will write about something that you found interesting. This could be something you didn't know about the Titanic or the passengers aboard the ship, or something that you never even thought about before. Next, you will write about what surprised you. Again, please use complete sentences. Was there anything that you didn't expect to read when you started? Finally, in the last column, you will record any remaining questions that you still have based on the section that you read. I would like you to think of at least two questions, but if you have more, feel free to record more than two. Use my sample as guidance to help you when you're working. Remember, just choose one of the three sections that you read to complete this graphic organizer. And just as a reminder, please use complete sentences and feel free to reach out if you need any assistance. Enjoy your reading!